Hello everyone, and welcome to Hearthstone Daily Quest. Now, our daily quest today is to get 2 wins with either Mage or Shaman. I'm going to choose Mage just because there are some pretty good cards in this deck. Mages are kind of known. I don't know about the more professional levels of play, but in the bronze / wood league levels, it's a good matchup to be a mage. So basically, we're gonna go up against a hunter first, and then we're gonna go up against, I believe it was a paladin. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I filmed this a little while ago. After the patch where they brought Unleash the Hounds up from 2 mana to 3 mana. So that's good for me. Okay, starting hand. I think I'm going to go with the Mana Worm to start off, just because it is 3 health, and I do have a Frostbolt in my hand, so anything he throws out there, I can just Frostbolt and then have the extra damage with the Mana Worm. But he's going to go straight for the boar. He's going to go straight for the worm. So that tells me he has removal. He either has a Murloc, the charge Murloc, or he also has he has an Arcane Shot. That makes sense. Good removal for that card. If you let the Mana Worm do its thing for too long, it can kind of get out of control. But since there's nothing on the board, and he hasn't done that much damage to me yet, I'm going to draw those cards. Arcane Intellect. And what is he going to throw out here? What can I do with this? Beast Companion, okay. And he gets Huffer. Charges right from my face. Makes sense. I think I might Frostbolt and then just hit him in the face. Or Frostbolt Kobold. Kind of want to have something on the board to deal some damage to him. Hopefully he doesn't have another Arcane Shot. I'm hoping that he doesn't here, for the sake of my Kobold. And if he doesn't, then I'll just use Fireball. Oh, that increases the chances exponentially. But if he doesn't, then Fireball to his face. Yeah, okay. Oh well.
Thank you.
Yeah, gotta thank him for that. Appreciate it. Yeah, and 24 health against a hunter on turn 5. That's actually not the worst. Hunters, for the most part, are good at dealing damage really quickly, and then around mid to late game they kind of dip down in the damage department. All right, Hunter's Mark. Does he have a? Yeah, okay, he has a boar. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Sometimes it's very hard to deal with the Gurubashi Berserker. He used 2 cards for it though, so. Also a Hunter's Mark. Hunter's Mark is one of those cards you don't want to throw around lightly, if you can help it. Alright, so I'm just gonna Fire Blast him right in the face, get the damage real quick. And I do have a Pyroblast and another Fire Blast in my deck here, so that's what I'm trying to top deck. And I'm also praying that he doesn't have a flare in his hand. Very, very weary of that. So that's why I only threw out the 1 secret instead of also throwing a Vaporize, because if he does have a flare, it'll minimize the issue I have. Okay, so he's trying to see what secret I have. He threw out that coin just in case it was a counter spell, so I'll counter the coin. But okay, that was a good answer. That was a good answer to it. Although I'm thinking I'm just gonna Frostbolt Leok there, so he can't attack, and then ping the wolf, and then I can just ping the Leok next turn. So easy. Yeah, mages definitely have a lot of great cards against hunters. And it's interesting. I wonder if in the later updates they're going to bring more ways to counter secrets. I know hunters have flare, but I can't think of any other class that has a good metagame against secrets. But oh well. I guess you can play around them certain ways, but at the same time, there's still an exponential advantage for mages when they're running secrets. I'm thinking I may Flame Strike here. As silly as that sounds, I do want to keep that water elemental, because I know he didn't have a good answer for it, seeing as he used the owl. Otherwise, he would have used one of those charge boars or an elven archer or something like that. So I'll lower the cost of those flame strikes, and I'll just throw that out there. No use for my polymorphs as of yet. Polymorphs really slow down the tempo of what I'm trying to do here, so I'm not gonna. Oh, okay, that's not a bad answer. Really slow down the tempo of what I'm trying to do though. So I'm thinking I may polymorph the owl, and then seeing as it only has 1 health anyway and it's silenced, I'm gonna throw the water elemental into the Houndmaster and then keep my apprentice there. I think that's a good idea. And then I can throw out the mage as well. But I have 2 cards on him. One of them's polymorph, so if he has anything big that he top decks, I can keep attacking him in the face. And also spell damage +1 if I top deck Pyroblast. Sorry, it'll be a win. So, ooh, that also helps. I think there's one secret that I still haven't activated, and that is gain 8 armor. So even if he does drop down something, like I still have the damage on him. I have 5 damage to his 2 damage if he doesn't throw anything down. So I think I have this game in the bag here. Unless he has a flare and a big taunt minion, I don't think he's going to be able to win here. Okay, that's not a bad card. Sucks that it didn't hit the apprentice though. And Arcane Explosion, I guess that's alright. No, just pass it to him. See what he's got here. Also, if he has a kill command and a beast. Actually, no, never mind. Yeah, if he has a kill command and a beast, he could win, but what has he got?
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Well played.
Yeah, well played. Okay. And a lot of people would think of this as dickish. What I just did here, I just cleared the rest of his minions before I finished him off there. But I don't look at it like that. I don't mean to be a dick when I do that. I like showing the other player what I had in my deck before I finish off the game. It's not like I'm rubbing it in his face or anything like that. I hope that's not how they take it. But we're just going to get into our next game here, second game. And I think that went really well. There's also an ethereal mage I have in my deck, and that is if you have a secret by the end of your turn that hasn't been triggered yet, then you gain +3/+3, and it's a 2/2 minion for 3 mana. So I really want to experiment with that card. I think that'll be a great card, especially if you're not facing a hunter with a flare. So let's see here. Get rid of that polymorph, and I think Arcane Explosion will be good for any early game, and maybe getting rid of any Divine Shields if it comes to that. Mirror Entity, interesting. We'll see what he throws out here. Gotta be polite, gotta give him the hello. And he'll probably coin something out here, I'm assuming. Or pass it. Yeah, he's gonna coin something. What's it gonna be? Amani Berserker, okay. Now I don't know if I want to Frostbolt this or not. I might throw out the Sorcerer's Apprentice, just because I do have that Mana Worm still in my deck, so And if he doesn't attack the apprentice, which I'm assuming he probably will, but if he doesn't attack the apprentice, then I'll have discounted spell cards. And who doesn't like that? Okay, so we did attack it. Threw out the fairy dragon. Alright, so that kind of didn't work out too well for me. But, I guess I can throw out a mirror entity. Maybe he'll think it's an armor, so he'll throw out something good. Like maybe a harvest golem or something. Let's see what he gets. Let's see what we're hoping for here. What is he gonna throw out? Okay, so he knows it's not armor block. It might be counter spell or something. He doesn't know. Oh, a fairy dragon. Okay, I'll take a fairy dragon. That won't be the best for him. Oh, and you know what I can do? Kobold Geomancer, Arcane Explosion to take those puppies out. That's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Okay, yeah, and because if it isn't directly aimed at them, the fairy dragons are still susceptible to spell cards, and I think they're also susceptible to druids, if I'm not mistaken. Their attack, their armor ability attack. But I don't think you'd want to attack a fairy dragon twice with your druid. And I gotta love the spell damage bonus with the kobold there. I'm glad he didn't get rid of that. So easy peasy killing yetis. Alright, let's see what else he has here. What you got for me, son? Meanwhile, I'll just keep the pain train going on his face. Chillin' Yeti, another one. Okay. Those aren't bad cards by any means, but I think I may... Aha. Perfect. Okay, mirror image. Distract him with those while I keep the pain train going. And I'm kind of worried about Consecrate right now, so that's why I threw out the counter spell, just in case he decides to Consecrate this board, which is a very good board to Consecrate. That'll just get countered, and I'll be able to keep the pain train going. Choo choo. But yeah, so
We must cleanse the
good friendly minion +1/+1. Okay, he's gonna keep that Yeti alive. Only problem is he doesn't really have an answer, like a quick enough answer for the pain that's coming to his face. And okay, Harvest Golem. If he gets a Defender of Argus, that will be... Ooh. Deal 5 damage. That is insane. Flame Strike is an insane card. I don't care what anyone says. It is, like, overpowered sometimes. Especially if he has spell damage out on the board. That is a board clear... That is the best board clear card in the game, I feel like. But I'm just going to mess with the board here. I'm in a very, very good spot. Let's see what he has. Oh, he might have answers. Okay, Flesh-Eating Ghoul. That's a good answer. And the True Silver Champion. Okay, too bad. You know what I should get? I should get an Ooze in my deck. Or a Harrison Jones. I haven't gotten a Harrison Jones yet, but I would love to get that card. It's a great card. Taking out the Kobold Geomancer. He saw the damage that it caused the rest of his team. And okay, I won the game. If he doesn't have any healing or he doesn't have any... No, I won the game anyway. Easy. Alright, get rid of that. And I'm going to hit enemy minion, attacks your hero, destroy it. So obviously, seeing as he's seeing me rush to his face, he's probably going to attack me anyway with that ghoul, and then use a True Silver on the Fairy Dragon. So that'll just get eaten up by Vaporize. It must be really annoying playing as somebody else dealing with a Secrets Mage. Kind of feel bad for him. But yeah, he's not going to attack that Fairy Dragon. Nope. There you go. Done. And now I just got to wait it out until Pyroblast. And I doubt he's going to be able to get lethal in one turn. So, especially with only 3 cards in his deck. And as a Paladin. Paladins are much more drawn out as far as games go. And okay, he's just trying to build up the board. Doesn't know that he's lost yet, unfortunately. That's another good card. The I think it's the Sword of Justice. And right now I'm just flooding the board to occupy him. The only way he can get out of his bad position right now is if he has some sort of healing. But I don't think that's going to happen. And hello, Griffin.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
And he does bring some pretty scary creatures on the board, but he doesn't know that he's lost. Also, what's the last secret there? I think it's a counterspell. Yep, it's a counterspell. Just to add insult to injury. I feel so bad for him. What's that? Hammer of Wrath? Oh, okay. Gonna get rid of the water elemental. But Pyroblast, even with the up from 8 mana to 10 mana, it is still a great card. I don't care what anyone says. And there you go. So that's it for Daily Quest, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next one.